Hello, my name is Anthony Frank. I am doing a presentation on free markets in China. This presentation is for class FIN 5503 with Dr. Mascara. Discussion topics will be free market definition, history of Chinese economy, why has Chinese economy skyrocketed, long-term challenge facing the Chinese economy, and conclusion. Free market definition. A free market is based on supply and demand with little or no government control. A completely free market is the idealized form of a market economy where buyers and sellers are allowed to transact freely. History of China. 36 years ago, China maintained policies that kept the economy very poor, stagnant, centrally controlled, vastly inefficient, and relatively isolated from the global economy. Since opening up to foreign trade and investment and implementing free market reform in 1979, China has become the world's fastest growing economies with real annual gross domestic product averaging nearly 10% through 2014. China has been able to double the size of its economy in real terms every 8 years. Why has the Chinese economy skyrocketed? Chinese low-cost labor has made it internationally competitive, which constitutes a significant share of China's trade. Long-term challenges facing the Chinese economy. A weak banking sector, which is still controlled by central government, attempts to ensure that capital flows to industry deemed by the government to be essential to Chinese economic development. SOE enterprises are believed to receive preference credit treatment by government banks, while private firms must often pay higher interest rates or obtain credit elsewhere. Corruption and arbitrary laws. The arbitrary nature of the laws in China has led to widespread government corruption, financial speculation, and misallocation of investment funds. Many U.S. firms find it difficult to do business in China because rules and regulations are generally not consistent or transparent. Contracts are not easily enforced, and intellectual property rights are not protected. The Chinese government's anti-corruption watchdog reported that 106,000 officials were found guilty of corruption in 2009. Conclusion: China's incomplete transition to a market economy. Despite China's 3-decade history of widespread economic reforms, Chinese officials contend that China is a socialist market economy. This, this appears to indicate that the government accepts and allows the use of free market forces in a market of areas to help grow the economy, but the government still plays a major role in the country's economic development.